So you had no training, just a congrats email. You don't know what to say in your team meetings. You want to lead, but you're stuck in survival mode. You have no time. Every time you step into the door, 10 million things are happening. The whole building is on fire until you get there. And then last but not least, you have no time to think or lead because you're doing everything under the sun because you still haven't transitioned from being a doer to now being in leadership, which means you've inherited some sort of mess, or possibly you're scared to delegate, but you can't delegate because you're not confident, and you're not confident because you weren't trained, and you weren't trained because everybody else is doing everything under the sun and they have no time for you. And last but not least, you have imposter syndrome and you're worried about being labeled as a bad boss because you haven't been able to have your one-on-ones or your team meetings on a consistent basis. Now, does that sound like you? Listen, I know how it is because I've been in corporate just at 30 years. I've been everything from an agent to a consultant to an analyst to a supervisor to a manager. I've done it all. I've been in every room you could think of. And so that's why my number one goal is to make sure you have everything you need on this leadership journey. So here's what we've done. I've put together something specifically for you, a 10-point new leader checklist. But here's the piece. I want to give you some tips before we get into that. Number one, you don't have to know everything. You just need to know where to get it. Number two, your team, they will be there. Figure out what needs to be delegated and what doesn't have to be. Number three, make sure when you come in, an hour is actually blocked off from if you get in at 9, from 9 to 10 is blocked off, no meetings. And if you get off at 5, from 4 to 5 is blocked off, no meetings. Why? Because you want to take that time and know and understand exactly what's happening to your team, how they impact it, and then this is a big deal. Then, once you understand how they're being impacted, make sure you are a resource and support for them. But you can't do it if you don't block off the time because everybody will want you in every single meeting there is within the business. Your team does not expect perfection. They just want communication. They want clear communication and they want consistency. Clear communication and consistency. You need to be clear on what the goal is, what your role is, how you're working together for a unified purpose, and you need consistency in that team meeting or the one-on-ones that you need to have with them. The two biggest things that you can have when everybody is on fire is a strategy or a clear plan, a clear strategic plan, and your presence. Your presence because you have to be there. You have to ensure that your team is guided properly. A strategic plan because you don't want to look like you don't know what you're doing. So with that being said, I have a 10-point essential leadership journey for newbies. It gives you 4 weeks of what to do from the time that first week happens when you need to set up in your systems to the 4th week, from your team meetings to what you need in the system to who you should meet with to who influences to everything under the sun within that first 30 days because you need to be ready and well-rounded for the team that you're guiding. If you need to know more, my name is Denise Sheldon. June 14th, I have a leadership masterclass. I have a leadership membership. I do leadership coaching because you need to know and understand exactly what's expected of you and how to strategize within this corporate world that you haven't been navigating so nicely. And on top of all of that, you need to hold your head up high and never let them see you sweat. If you want more, go here to DeniseSheldon.net. Like, comment, and follow, and let me know in the comments what your challenges are. I'm happy to help. DM me leader if you want more information.